finished right now getting the window box emptied out. You know, got all the plants out. Ambrose is going ahead and grabbing things that we need. These are the 2 Sansevieria. I have one right here that we are taking back indoors. If you got to see that last video, we had the begonias in there, but I went ahead and had to trim one way back.
Yeah, those guys were monsters, and we just
I don't think I want something. We don't have the room inside the house to have something that big, so I don't know. I kept a small stock, and I know they root fast, so
yeah,
we'll follow. You know, we'll come back and talk about that later if we succeed with it growing back.
Yeah. Okay,
so we have the Sansevieria here. We're going to use, what did you bring right now? The insect control.
Yep, so this is the Espoma organic insect control we're going to use, especially if we're going to bring some plants that have been outside back into the indoors. So we want to go ahead and spray those to make sure we don't have any mealybugs, spider mites. I know there's just spiders in general out here, but we don't want to bring any of that stuff inside the house and affect some of the other house plants. So we're going to spray that down.
All those little gnats that we start seeing in the home when you bring, you know, the plants from.
And then these guys will stay in the garage for at least 24 to 48 hours before we actually put them inside to make sure the insect control actually works on it. But first thing we're going to do is, because these snake plants were already huge before we even put them in the window box, is make sure that we have some containers we can put them back in before they go inside.
Yes, and right now the whole thing for us is looking for containers. So I think this one will do great in there.
Yeah, so we're going to use this.
We already checked and...
Well, let's fill it up with soil first. Well, actually...
what do you think? You want to scoop it in?
Yeah, I'm going to use the scoop. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to put it back here on the bench and fill this up with soil real quick.
Not too much. Well, we can scoop the rest. Okay, so we went ahead and put our Espoma soil already in there, our potting mix. And back we go in. Now this one I'm not going to separate or make more plants out of, because you can, but it's not that big, and I
yeah, it's definitely one of those plants where you can make many more plants just from the pups. But absolutely loving the way it looks. I think the cool thing about this plant is that we had this one outside for the whole summer.
Hold that one for me.
And just with all the rain that was happening, you know, I was surprised at how well it did getting that much water. Because one of the things about these snake plants is that, hold on real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this inside because, like I just said, there were some spiders, and I do see some spiders already at the very bottom because there's, you know, more shade down there, so they're kind of hanging out down there.
Spray it all in there in the middle.
I'm just gonna spray the whole plant. Again, we want to make sure we can get any of these insects, you know, in the house and affect any of the other house plants that we have.
It has such pretty color though. I'm very surprised how well they did outside with all the rain. I was not expecting them for them to look this good still.
And there they go. I can see them crawling up all over the place.
They're already coming out.
So again, if you're bringing plants inside the house from outdoors, you definitely want to spray them because you don't want any of this stuff just crawling around your house. Putting that in there?
Yeah, go ahead and bunch it up together. A little bit higher, right? We should.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put a little bit more.
Let me put a little bit more.
Raise it up just a bit.
So I was saying it has really pretty color, and that's one of the reasons why I love having my indoor plants inside all the time. But I don't know, they were looking a little pale when we first.
That's good right there.
Yeah, when we had them indoors. I just wanted them to come outdoors for summer, have a little vacation. Yeah,
it definitely got a lot greener, put on a lot of growth. And like I was saying earlier before I sprayed them, it just definitely surprised at how well they did outside. I mean, normally when you plant a snake plant outdoors, it's like in a zone 9 where it's a lot more warmer, a lot more humid, and not a lot of rain. But this guy definitely did awesome here with a lot of rain and a lot of heat. So
yeah, I don't know about having them like outdoors in a rainy place all the time. For us, you know, it would be they won't survive here, the cold. But definitely surprised how well they took the rain.
Yeah.
We're talking about what it was almost every day.
So for at least like the last 2 weeks, we had rain every other day, and it was just a lot of water. But you know, being in the window box and being that it drained really well, I think that really helped as well. But I mean, it just, like I said, just really did well. I think we just noticed one leaf when we pulled it out that looked like it had a bit too much water, but overall the plant doesn't look to be affected at all by that much water.
Okay, so let's move on to the second one, which is way bigger.
Yeah, so the next one we're not actually going to put in a container that we have for indoors. We're just going to put it in a nursery pot, because Angie's plan is to grab that and put that nursery pot inside of a basket, and that's one of the things that Angie's been doing around the house. So we don't damage the baskets as it is, and they don't get affected by too much water. So the actual container just sits in the basket. And it looks really nice.
I love having baskets inside the house to decorate. So I think the Sansevieриans actually look beautiful when they're inside a basket, but don't want to ruin the basket. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the second one. Let's get it sprayed. So let me see. This guy right here has this one a pup. So let's go ahead and take this one off. I don't like the way it's growing like that. And I'll just find another pot or pass the plant along. I don't know if I want to have so many inside. Okay. But I love these because the one thing about Sansevieria and what's the other name? Snake plant or mother-in-law tongue is they can go anywhere. They don't need I go without, I feel so bad saying this, but sometimes, you know, I forget to water things, and this plant can go for a very long time without watering.
And just like we took these off, these are very easy to propagate. I think we have a few already in the house.
Yes, I've already propagated so many, so I'll probably pass that one along to somebody.
One of the easiest plants to propagate.
And it doesn't, go ahead and put soil in that one. It doesn't need sun. That's a great thing about it. I have them in places where there's no windows around in the rooms, and they just do great. So it's one of the easiest plants that you can grow indoors. Okay, I hope that's big enough. I don't want it to get any bigger.
I think that's good.
And another reason why I'm going ahead and using let's see, this container, recycle the containers that we have around, but also because I really want to find a nice pot for it. And right now, guys, we have been having so much trouble finding nice pots, even simple terracotta. I love having terracotta inside the house too, and it's been just so hard to find those type of pots right now. So meantime, I'll just go ahead and make it pretty with slipping it inside a basket. Okay, we're done. Simple, easy thing to do, guys. Thought we share it. We're already doing it. We weren't going to share, but we do this all the time, and we forget that, you know, there's always new gardeners around, and we get asked these questions so much on, you know, this time of year. What do we do with the plants that we have inside? I mean, outdoors, you know, to bring back indoors. There you go.
Yeah, if it's something you definitely bring in the house, definitely bring it in. I mean, absolutely enjoy it, especially with, you know, the zones that certain people live in. So like we live in a zone 7. I know it doesn't get really crazy cold, but it's cold enough to not be outdoors and have the kids outside like that. So we want to enjoy what we have outdoors inside as well. And it's just one of the greatest things you can do is bring plants inside that can definitely make it inside. And again, this one was already an indoor plant, but the purpose of this video is really to show you guys that it's amazing how well it did outside for being an indoor plant and a snake plant at that, a Sansevieria, because they normally don't do too well outside of a zone 9.
So in rainy weather at that, I keep on repeating that, but I myself I'm very surprised that it made it.
Yeah.
in that, because it wasn't getting watered too much, the window box, guys, either, because it was in a shady area, but still, it rained a lot, so.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite plants to have indoors. Definitely something nice.
I'm excited to put it indoors,
Yep.
but of course I want to, you know, pretty it up, find something,
Yep.
a nice basket, go hunt for a nice pretty basket.
Yep.
For it. But that's it, guys. I hope this was informative for, you know, for whoever is looking to find out how to bring in plants, what to do around this time of year.
Yeah. Now, if you are, I know we're trying to cut it short, but if you are asking what do we do for this, we basically left it in the soil that it was in and planted it in the Espoma soil that is very airy and very well at drainage. So that's one of the things we did take into consideration when we planted it, was to make sure it had very well drainage. We didn't want it to sit in water at all. So if you're looking to put one of these outside, just make sure you look at the drainage in the soil that you're using as well.
Yeah, the Espoma soil is really, really good. It drains out really well and holds just the right amount of moisture that you need for the plants at that too.
But once again, as Angie said, I hope this video was informative to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.